Okay, guys, I'm going over the morning work for yesterday, Tuesday, and today, Wednesday, because I didn't have a chance to get the video done yesterday with some other things that were going on. So we're going to start off today with Text Structure Tuesday. An oil spill is one of the worst disasters that can happen to the environment. Oil is formed from the remains of small animals and plants that died millions of years ago. Their remains were covered by mud and sediment. Heat and pressure gradually turn the remains into oil, coal, and natural gas. Oil companies use oil rigs to drill wells into the Earth's surface to extract oil. Oil spills happen by accident when a ship carrying oil crashes or leaks. They can also happen if any part of the equipment breaks down on an oil rig. Oil spills are extremely difficult to clean up and have harmful effects on the environment, especially animals. Oil penetrates the waterproof layers of a bird's feathers. This can harm the bird's ability, and I think that's a typo. This can harm the bird's ability to keep itself warm. I think is what that should say there. It's missing a word, which can lead to hypothermia and death. The oil can also affect the bird's ability to fly. If a bird is not able to fly, then it will not be able to find food. This can lead to starvation and death. Okay, so the text structure of the second paragraph. So here's our second paragraph here, talking about that the oil spills are extremely difficult to clean up and have harmful effects on the environment, especially animals. Okay, so what kind of a text structure is just this paragraph written in? Are we comparing and contrasting how things are alike, how things are different? Is there a cause and effect? Something happens, a cause, which makes something happen, an effect. Is it problem and solution? There's a problem, and they have to figure out a way to solve it. Or is it chronological order, which is sequential? What happened first? What happened next? What happened after that? What happened last? Okay. So to use our strategy, a process of elimination, I think we can go right ahead and cross off A because we know we are not comparing and contrasting. We're not doing anything in that paragraph to see how things are alike and different. And I think we can get rid of chronological order because it's not, I don't see any of those sequential words like first, next, then, last, dates, anything like that. So we can take it down to a 50-50 shot. So is that paragraph showing us a cause and effect? There's a cause which makes something happen, an effect, or is there a problem and a solution where there's a problem that they have to come up with a solution for? Our best answer would be B, cause and effect. Okay, the oil spill is the cause, and the effect is the different things that they could do to we're talking specifically about birds and animals. Okay, that if the oil gets into the bird's feathers, it can't regulate its heat, so it can get hypothermia and die, and it can't fly, so it can't get away from danger, and it can't find food, so it could lead to starvation or death. Okay, so if you take a look here, underline or highlight two sentences from the text to support your answer. Those two sentences are the ones that we want to underline. Okay, that if a bird is not able to fly, it will not be able to find food. That's the cause. The effect would be starvation and death. And the other sentence is if the oil gets on the feathers and the bird doesn't have the ability to keep itself warm, what's the cause? It can lead to hypothermia and death. Okay, so that is a cause and effect paragraph, and we've underlined our two bits of text evidence to support that it's cause and effect. Now, why can't I do that again? Oops, sorry, guys. Don't know why that won't stop.